Welcome to the show, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing great out there, wherever you may be. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Let's see. Mrs. Ellis, welcome in. Lizzie, welcome in. Devils, what's up? Welcome in. Hell yeah. Let's go. What's up, what's up, what's up? All right. So today, I don't know what I'm making. It says mystery meal. It's a genuine mystery. I'm just gonna look at this is honestly, this is kind of how I cook for my family a lot of time. Just after stream, after the weekends, it's like we'll have odds and ends and scraps and stuff left over, and I'll just throw them into making something. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Is I'm gonna take whatever odds and ends and little pieces and bits that we have left, and we gonna make something. Don't know what it is. I know that it'll have butternut squash because I can see that sitting on the counter and I'd like to use it. So it'll have that. Let's go on a hunt. Let's find out what else it's going to have. Let's see. We've got loads of tomatoes. We've got some leftover tomatillo sauce. Leftover pie crust. Leftover pasta dough. Lots of cheese. Let's see, salsa. We got salsa, got mushrooms. Definitely gonna use those mushrooms. Got some fresh spinach. Fresh spinach sounds good. We got some tomato sauce. Lots of veggies, carrots and stuff. Let's see. Ooh, a frozen Snickers, bonus. All right, nothing that we particularly want to use in the freezer. We got chicken in there if we have to use it, but we might make a protein-free meal today. Unless we use eggs. Goaty, what's going on? How are you? I love that greeting, good evening. I love a frozen Snickers. I found a bonus frozen Snickers. This was the one I rescued from your melty glove box. Nothing better than frozen chocolate. You damn straight, P. Goaty. 360 Serenity. Hey, welcome in. How are you? Mrs. Ellis, you had taco pizza for dinner. Hell yeah. Chicken fucker, what's going on? Twix bar was cracked. That's delicious. I'll be nice and I'll share. I'm going to give the other half to Puck Bunny. Be right back.
You ain't gonna give me any of that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna leave it.
All right, so, all right, let me think. I'm thinking we'll probably end up doing a pasta. We got some rice too. Got a bunch of cheeses. Let me go check the pantry. I'll be right back. Y'all stay here for a sec. I'll call out anything useful that I see. Welcome to the internet. Some better, some worse. If it's of interest to you, you be the first. Thank you. Let me pop out here, see who that was. Papa Tom, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, homie. How are you? Let's see. We have some craft dinner, as you Canadians call it, and pretty much everybody but Americans call it mac and cheese. I've got some potatoes. I've got some oats. What do I have in this box? More rice. All right. That's sushi rice, though. We've got some canned veg, but I've got plenty of vegetables. I don't need any more of those. Okay. So let's think about it. We've got, I think I like the idea of making little miniature spinach quiches out of leftover pie crust if it's workable. The pasta dough I know will be workable, and maybe do that. Let me think. Maybe do that with some mushrooms, some butternut squash, some sage, some brown butter, and then top it off with some fresh grated Parmesan and Asiago. That doesn't sound half bad. Y'all heard me read them out. What do y'all think? Can you guys think of anything better than that? Let's get that camera following me again. Hey, how you doing? All right, let's see. That's like finding the 20 in your pocket or your winter coat the next year. Heck yeah, you're not wrong. What am I making? That's what I'm trying to figure out, Papa Tom. You just heard me talk myself through it. So right now, unless somebody comes up with something better, I think if the leftover pie crust. So I listed off a bunch of ingredients in the fridge that I have left over, and it's just stuff, odds and ends. This is kind of how I prepare meals typically at home, and I thought I'd let everybody get in on it. So I was thinking, if the pie dough is workable, I'm thinking mini spinach quiches, and top that off with some smoked cheese of some sort, because we probably smoked pepper jack. That sounds good. And then with our fresh pasta that we've got left over, roll that out, cut it into like pappardelle or fettuccine or something, and then do butternut squash. Do like a sauteed butternut squash with mushrooms, onions, garlic, sage, brown butter, and then top it off with a little fresh grated Parmesan and Asiago at the end. That's what I'm thinking. Love this song. So, yeah, I think that's the direction we'll head. So the first thing is to see whether or not that pie crust is workable. So let's try that. Pause. You stay right there. Okay. Pie crust. Ooh, maybe spinach and tomato quiches. That sounds even better. I think I like that. Yep, this pie crust gonna work. Just inspecting for any suspicious spots, but I don't see any. So I think we're all right. So let's start there. Let's start by rolling out our pie dough, and you can rejoin me now. Let's go follow me around this kitchen. All right, so this is our pie dough that we made for our chicken pot pie. That's held leftover. And we're gonna have to put a little extra flour down on the board because it has fully absorbed all that moisture, right? So it's gonna be a little tacky right now, but that's okay. All right, let me grab my rolling pin and put you guys down on the cutting board, or rolling board as the case may be. The work surface. There we go, that's a better term for it. I love this pie crust, by the way. This pie crust recipe, for anybody that wants it, it's 425 grams of all-purpose flour, 375 grams of butter, 120 grams of like ice water, like really, really cold water. And it makes just the perfect, most flaky freaking pie crust you'll ever have in your whole dang life. Just trying to get it to roll a little more smooth on the edges. It's a little rough around the edges. And then what you do is you take your flour, you weigh it out, and you put it in a big bowl. You take your butter, you freeze it, and then you take your frozen butter and you grate it out with a box grater into the flour. This saves you from having to work the butter into the flour, and it keeps you from overworking it. It's what makes this super duper flaky. But anyway, and then once you've got the butter grated in there, you just mix in with the water, and as soon as it makes a very, very, very loose, like it'll still basically be like sand in your hands, but if you squish it together, it'll hold shape like kinetic sand would. And that's the texture that you're looking for. At that point, you just cut it in two, wrap it up, let it sit in the fridge for half an hour, and you have perfect pie crust. And it's a double crust, so it makes a really big pie crust plus a top, and a little left over clearly. Just feeling for thickness. I think we're good. I think we're good there. I think we'll roll it out just a touch. I just don't want it to be all crust in these quiches, so, and I may only get like 2 or 3 out of it, but I want to use it so that we're not wasting, right? So we're going to grab us a muffin tin and a knife. Let's see if we have anything that's the same size as these tins. There we go. I don't think there's any way I can squeeze a 4th out of it, so I think we get 3. All right, 3 it is. All right, so I just press the pie crust into the cups, like so. Oh, I guess I could bring it over here where you guys can actually see it, huh? I might be able to roll out the excess here. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, because I'm going to have a lot of extra from this one. We might be able to coax a 4th one out of here. You had no idea you could have followers? Of course you can. Everybody can have followers. Look, guys, if Charlie Manson can have followers, anybody can have followers. The only thing you got to be careful with whenever you're rolling it out multiple times like this is it will start to toughen up on you. So if it's not the world's flakiest by the third time you roll it, don't be shocked. Yeah, I think we'll be able to fill 4. Good enough for me. I'm gonna set this in the freezer for now, just to set them up cold. All right, next on the agenda would be to roll out the pasta. So, since we've got our board already floured and we're ready to go there, why don't we just keep you here and do that thing. Literally, it's the worst menu writing ever, but here's what we landed on, and I'll edit the menu here in a second. Let me just get things rolled out and get to a pause place here, since I've got my work surface ready to roll things right now. Lumen, here's what we settled on. Welcome in, by the way. Happy Friday. Happy you're here. Here's what we settled on. We're gonna make some fresh spinach mini quiches, some fresh spinach and tomato mini quiches with some sort of smoked cheese shredded in and on them. And then in addition to that, this is pasta right here. We're gonna roll out some pasta, make some fresh either fettuccine or pappardelle, however I feel like cutting it. Depends on how cooperative the dough is, to be honest. But anyway, so we are, with this pasta, I'm gonna make a butternut squash, because we got butternut squash from the garden. I'm gonna make a butternut squash pasta with, what did I say? What did I say? Brown butter, butternut squash, garlic, onions, and then grate some fresh parm and fresh Asiago over it at the end. I think that's what I said. Sounds right. It's literally what I found laying in the house. Got to run and cook dinner. I'll try and make it back. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for showing up, Serenity. I appreciate you. Hey, Lumen, since you're here, will you give one of those fancy slash type shout outs if you know how? I'm sure you do. But one of those fancy slash shout outs for Lala _ Carpe Diem. That's a real one right there. I was hanging out in her stream before I came over here. This is not rolling out very well at all. Oh, what is wrong? Why is this not rolling out? What did I do wrong? This was pasta whenever I used it last time. I rolled out so much of this pasta that it made lasagna, dude. What are you talking about? I can't roll this pasta out now. I mean, I guess it's a little bit drier, but it doesn't seem like it's overly dry. This is a workout, y'all. What the hell? This pasta dough is like the most elasticy, strongest pasta dough ever. I literally rolled enough of this pasta out to make 3 big pasta layers of an oversized lasagna on Sunday, and then wrapped it up. Here it is Friday, and we're almost impossible to roll. Cooperate! Cooperate, damn you. Hello, hello, welcome in Cooking in Wonderland. Yeah, I'm afraid if I add water at this stage though that we might not be able to work it in properly because it's so tough that I don't know that we'd ever be able to fold it in properly, right? So I think what I'll do is I'll just use a lot of pressure and just roll really slow so that the dough has to expand. Yeah, it's working out now. It just had to warm up a little bit probably. I think it was maybe a little too cold to roll, surprisingly.